Good afternoon. It's Mike Montgomery here in the study. It's May 3rd of 2017, and looking forward to a good Wednesday night Bible study here coming up. When we think about the words that we use that come out of our mouth, the words of our mouth are the barometer of our heart, and they reveal what's going on the inside of us. And I got to thinking, people come and they'll share something with me, Pastor. I have a change here, or this is going to happen, or I'm going to make this life change. And they're not really coming to seek counsel; they're actually coming to seek affirmation. And they're wanting you to affirm what they've already decided they're going to do and things of that nature. And so I thought, hey, what are some times when I think personally it's time to maybe have a spiritual checkup when certain phrases or words or terminology comes out of our mouth? If you begin to feel some numbness, in your face, or some drooping or something like that, there's possibility there's a stroke. And so you rush to the doctor to get checked out. You're feeling some sharp pains in the chest, and you think heart attack possibly, and you're rushing to the doctor to get it checked out. And I thought, what are some red flags or warning signs that there's a spiritual problem in the heart of an individual? And I'm not going to share with you all of them. I got about 12 or 13 written down on the list here that kind of came to my mind. But just the first ones that come to my mind here is, first off, is Christians say, well, I understand what you're saying, Pastor, but that won't happen to me. And so there's a warning maybe about a decision you've made that is not necessarily a right or wrong decision. It just may not be a wise decision to make, or the timing may be poor, but that won't happen to me. Well, I know I'm going to hang out with such and such of friends that aren't Christians, but I'm not going to get involved with what they're doing. That won't happen to me. Now, it may or may not happen to you, and often people will take, something like that and say, well, see, it didn't happen. I survived. And somehow, no, that's proof text that the wisdom that was given them is wrong. And there's nothing more foolish than that. It is possible that, you could do something very dangerous and live through it, and it's possible that you won't. It's possible you could be very injured by it. You could get on the highway and start your motorcycle up and run 180 miles an hour, flying down the interstate, and you might survive it. And many have. But the reality of the fact, it's a stupid move. And so I challenge us, when we begin to say things like, it won't happen to me, we begin to say, we're different than most Christians. I'm different than most Christians. I know most people struggle with that, but I don't struggle with that. It won't happen to me. We begin to believe we're the exception to the rule. Let me say this. You and I have the same wicked hearts. We have the same desires to rebel against a good and holy God. And the devil knows how to tempt us and to trick us and to deceive us into defiling our conscience and doing what we know is not right. And so the thing you got to see is, when we have that spirit of it can't happen to me, then you already have a sin there, and it's called the sin of pride and arrogance. It already lives there, and so it can and does and will happen to you. And I challenge you, when you hear those words coming out of your mouth, stop the car, turn it around, and drive to the spiritual checkup and get a checkup right away and say, God, search me and try me and know my heart. Maybe we'll come back next time in the study and check out some more of these red flags that give us a sign we need a spiritual checkup. Hope you have a great afternoon. And for those of you in Liberty and Chillicothe area, love to see you at Liberty Baptist Church tonight, 7 o'clock for Bible study, 6:45 for the children's program, Liberty Connections. God bless you. We'll see you then. Thanks.